Good luck. Hello.
Is that a new paint, Jake?
I don't know because trading paint is loading for me. Maybe?
It's white.
Oh, then yes.
The leader has just done a 154.11.
All right, let's get settled in here. Need to check my mic quick. Again. Stuff.
The leader's just done a 154.09.
Check. Check. Yeah, that's good. All right. Switch to that. I guess that's fine. It is a little bit quiet. Close enough. All right.
The pit lane speed limit is 60 kilometers per hour. The pit exit's clear. Push.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff.
turn my mirrors back on.
Hello.
The leader has just done a 153.76.
Hey, Lewis.
Hey, Louise.
What's your speed limit in the pits? Box in 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
And get my butt kicker turned on too. Knew something didn't feel right.
There's a car approaching. Stay behind the white line.
Whoops. Yes, those subtle transitions that iRacing
Hello,
likes to
everybody.
showcase.
Hey, Sean.
Oh. Hello. Welcome to the party.
Hey, Sean, I promise not to rear end you today.
Awesome.
Which is the only appropriate response.
The leader's just done a 153.73. Alright, Pete, there's a car exiting the pits. Heads up. The leader has just done a 153.69.
I haven't done any 53s yet. What are you talking about? Just casual 54 pleb. You know how it is. My optimal isn't even 53. Relax.
Radio check. Firmly. Chuck.
Sounds good. Testicles 1-2. Testicles 1-2.
1, 2, 3.
I'd love to have a third.
6th place.
Everyone could use a spare.
Be a good conversation starter.
Yellow flag. Caution. The leader has just done a 153.57.
Good while it lasted, Bumbo.
They got fucking Jim up in this bitch.
Watch the track limits, please, Pete.
Tiger Mom being some of a cat. I straight up drove off the course from that shit. That's awesome. Glad you didn't show up the first time in the middle of the race. I would have just lost 3 positions. And then got yelled at for it. Which would have been ironic. Indeed.
Yeah, that was fun.
Alright, 45 minutes until open quali.
Hey, everybody.
I have to readjust to Skippy. I did a community race of snail racing today in the M8, and I'm all out of sorts. Of course, Jim's always disappointed. No matter what. The only time I get a good work is like 2 seconds after I just flip the car, and then he's being a sarcastic bastard.
Man, it's
7th
nice being
position.
back in a car I can predict the behavior of.
Right? That was rough earlier, man. Jake was in that same race. I mean, I still won it, but still. It was rough. I do not remember how to drive GT cars. I hadn't even gotten into the M8 in like 8 months. And then I just yeeted it with like
Sector 1 is
15 minutes
0.5 off the pace.
practice or something. 20 minutes, I think I got. Yeah, PRL is going to be interesting. I need to put in a lot of seat time to get my chops back for GT3.
Thanks, Carrington.
I'm going to be drilling it pretty hard next week, I think.
Sector 2 is 0.7 off the pace.
Ooh. Alright, man. Catch ya. Just be mindful that this one might get a full grid. So there's a chance you won't be able to get in if you don't register.
Jerry, go ahead and pass.
P9, you're now 1.3 seconds off the leader's pace. The leader's just done a 153.57.
Oh, you know.
Yellow flag. Sector 2 is 0.27 off the pace. The guy ahead has just done a 154.31. The leader has just done a 153.47.
I think so, Kyle. Yeah, Kyle, you're in the right place. Mic check.
Testicles 1-2.
Chris, could you not hear me in Discord?
P5, that's your best lap in the session. Sector 3 times okay.
Yeah, James, I can't hear you in the Discord. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. I'll check it after this, after I fit.
Well, yeah, my teammate is out this weekend, out taking some personal time, so it will be a quiet race on Discord for me.
Sector 1 times okay. You're a tenth off the pace in Sector 2.
Oof.
The guy behind has just done a 154.00.
You're all good.
There's a car exiting the pits, heads up. P2, that's your quickest lap in this session. Sector 3 is 0.06 off the pace.
Don't be touching that curb. That's not the fast line. Too much slidey.
Okay, Pete, you've used half your fuel.
Sorry about that.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate. You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 1.
No worries, man.
Don't worry, Jason. I won't do that in the race.
You're all good, man.
You're a 10th off the pace in Sector 2.
Lord knows you didn't just see me do it in practice.
Alright, practice some pit stops here.
Watch your speed. Box in 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now. The pit exit is clear. Push now.
Hey, is there a way to get my iRacing spotter and crew chief to not talk over each other?
Okay, Pete. 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
Turn off the iRacing one and set it to text only.
You can turn the iRacing one off entirely.
Yep, Zandvoort tonight.
I like it for text.
This track has been so terrible on officials, I basically swore it off, but it should be an interesting one tonight. It's Chris Jerez going to be the most immediate competition. And I think the rest of it's basically I just need to not crash. I think Chris is 20 points back or something. And then everyone else is like double that. But that's still like, you know, that's a lap one incident away from losing.
Ah, shit. Sorry, man. It's all good.
Ooh.
You have a mic tile?
Now delete this lap. You've cut the track.
Too much.
Me? Yeah. No, not call.
It's up
tile.
on Dan
Sorry,
Lisa
I rolled.
under Sunday Night Skippy, if you're super curious. I can pull it up
Chris,
too
you
in a
have
minute.
enemy? Check. Let's check. Nice.
I'm just reacclimating to Skippy after this afternoon. Did some M8 wheeling.
Hey, Chris, can you check your Discord, see if you have me muted or have a playback on?
Pass up, Jerry and Kent. Come on, come on.
But yeah, basically if I finish ahead of Chris, or reasonably ahead of Chris, I can even lose a few positions. But if I stay like top 5, I think I'm safe to clinch. I have had
Go left. Oh, go right, John.
very poor experiences in traffic so far here, to say the least. So I don't know, anything could happen. It's not just that it's tight, it's the, if people red mist and decide they want to win corners, everybody dies. Just immediately, the entire field dies.
Sector 1 is quick.
Yeah, Chris, I can see my
Yellow
chat
flag,
working
watch
in
out.
Discord, so I'm not sure if it's something maybe playback on your side. Yep, I'm gonna restart this.
Yeah, my pace is, you know, I'm on pace anyway. There's, Edwin will probably be in here and be a little bit quicker, but
somewhere else.
otherwise I'm pretty much on with everyone. But the thing with this, the other feature of this track is you can be a full second off pace and you can't be dropped. It is physically impossible to drop anybody who's
2 litres left.
remotely competent unless they make a mistake. Or somebody fights them, which is more likely. You can't drive away. It's not possible. But you do, you know, I do need to try to get far enough ahead that I don't get stuck behind someone who decides they want to try to win turn 4 of lap 3 or some shit and get us both screwed. That's the only real concern. That and, you know, fiery death would also not be optimal.
Sector 1 time is good. Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
Oh yeah? What are you thinking about doing to scratch that itch? Oh shit.
That wasn't me.
There we go.
Sector 2 time is good.
Go left, Karen.
Thank you.
You're fine.
1
Oh,
litre
sure.
remaining. Yellow flag, watch
Yeah, I'm
out.
gonna be doing a
Yeah, I'm on my
GT3
outlap, so I don't
Precision
know.
Racing
Yeah,
League with
Quickest overall, you're currently 0.07.
SRT
quicker than
this
second
season,
place.
so that'll be
We're
my
running
new
on
thing.
fumes, mate. Box this lap, please, Pete. You're a 10th off the pace in Sector 3.
Same deal.
I'm sorry, Jake. I think we're both trying to let each other go there.
Nah, it's fine. No worries.
Uh-oh. A little too ambitious with that one. Yeah, I don't know. I tried the Audi. I think I need to try it on an appropriate setup paired to the track. I was actually going to do Audi in the
All right,
Snail
clear
Racing
right.
community race today, and I bailed out on it because it was just not good. I was at Daytona. I tried to use
The guy behind
Charlotte
has just done a
Earl setup, and it's just
153.39.
not good. It was at least drivable compared to the last Daytona setup they had.
Look out for the pit speed limit. Box in.
Get down
4,
there, God damn it.
3, 2, 1. Box now.
Get some new tires. Really need to be stable on cold tires to make this work here.
Nice.
Okay. A little bit more strict on the pit speed limit at this track
There's
than
a
the
car
last year.
approaching. Don't cross the white line. Watch your mirrors.
Sorry, Nikolai.
Oh, it's all good.
But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to end up running Audi. I might end up going to Merc just because I don't remember how to drive GT cars, and even if I did, it's completely different now. So maybe I should be taking the safer car to ease back into it. Or Ferrari's always a nice neutral choice. Well, that's just a strange car to drive. Feels like driving a spaceship. Easy.
Yellow flag.
Oh, okay. No, we're not gonna deal with that. I forgot to do an all lap.
Ouch.
Yeah, that looked a little painful, Nikolai.
Yeah, Ferrari's almost like
Looks like you're clear on
too
the pit exit.
neutral. Like that's counterintuitive that should even be a thing, but it's a thing. It's very strange. I ended up switching to the M8 instead of the Audi today just because it's what I had the most experience in previously. Just because I couldn't survive in the Audi. There's no way I was making a 40-minute
Sorry
race
about
with
that,
no
John.
errors.
No harm, no foul.
Okay, that's a lot better.
Yellow flag. Caution.
Much smoother. A little too much slip angle there, but decent. Just counter steering around that
Go
whole
right,
thing. Okay, 24 minutes till open quali. Actually, I don't know. I don't think it's going to be open quali tonight.
Absolutely. Go left, Jessica.
Pass left, Jonathan.
Thanks, Andrew. What?
Thank you, Andrew.
Thanks. Carrington, you're jumping all over the...
Oh yeah? Did you get it figured out? No, I missed it. Or at least I haven't been following the saga. I saw some of the exchange between you and Zilla. It didn't really look for the context. Wasn't that something like it was spiking even if you're sitting still?
Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace.
Like at the same time interval? Oh, Christ. Okay.
All right, we have a little bit more than 15 minutes before the drivers' meeting. We do have a couple new drivers. So just to review real quick how that works. When we have 5 minutes remaining in practice, we'll actually call for the drivers' meeting. At that point, everybody resets their cars back to the pit,
Yeah.
shuts their engines
Yeah,
off.
sitting still and
Sector
having it
2
still
is
be interval based is
0.9
pretty
off the
good.
pace.
Give us about a 5-minute debrief on anything that needs to be discussed.
Wallpaper? Really? Ah. So every time I would change a picture, you'd get a spike. That's awesome.
Also, we do run a 51% fuel
Perfectly
restriction,
obscure.
so there is a mandatory pit stop. So if you're new, particularly new to this track, make sure you practice your pit entry and your pit exit.
That was a
We do place an emphasis
154.95.
on safety,
Sector 3 times
particularly for
quick.
pit entrances. Don't cut across a bunch of traffic. Just be really careful about how you get into the pits. Don't over slow. Just make sure that your pace on pit entry is just as important as your pace and your rhythm through the rest of the track. Be predictable. James, I don't know if there's anything you want to add to that before the drivers' meeting.
I mean, make sure you guys know where you're going to brake. You don't want to overslow
Your
into
quickest
the pits.
overall.
Know where you need
Sector
to
1 is
slow by.
0.36
You don't want to go into a
off the
super
pace.
slow. Coming out of the pits, if you're coming into
We are going to drill those pits a little bit more. This is a very tricky pit entry.
Give them that corner one. If you're racing against folks, just everyone be prepared for it. There's going to be a car probably on the inside and a car going wide left a little bit. So just be safe with it, and go from there. You're not going to win or lose it going into one, but you definitely, if you make contact, you're going to lose both, or basically ruin both persons' races. So just be careful with that.
Sector 2 is 0.6 off the
Can
pace.
y'all put a post or something in future weeks where to brake for the pit? Because in official races, I don't see where that is, and I had no clue for this track.
Figure it out, dude. Practice it. That's like putting in the forums, where do you brake for T1? Practice the track.
Everybody.
Yeah, I just practice.
Yeah, that's part of practicing the track,
Yeah, I suggest you go practice it
That
right
was at
now. I'll tell you where I pit. I'll get in there
154.20.
and see where I'd brake again.
There's a billboard on the right, and if you brake about halfway between that billboard and the pit entrance, that's usually sufficient. So try that as a rough guide.
What was that you said about maintaining speed in the pits? We can't pull a Lando, you mean?
God damn it, spoilers.
Only if you're double stacking, Carl.
I'm good. I'm not on a team.
And under safety car. Don't forget under safety car. So you're saying you brake at the white billboard on the right before the pit?
Halfway between that and the pit entrance.
Okay, halfway between.
Thank you.
Yeah, whoever said halfway between, that's probably a safe place to slow down. Just get on the brakes heavy and get over there. And also make sure you get over to the far right before the white pit line on the left side starts. You will get a stop and go penalty if you're unsafe pit entry if you go over that line. I did that last time.
I think it was me and Carl were fighting to the death last time we had this track earlier this season. It was a very tight finish at the end. Curious if we end up with the same. I suspect Edwin's going to try to walk everyone though. He's, as per usual, has silly pace.
Do that to give us a chance. You're too fast to repeat.
I'm really not. I'm just barely on pace.
No worries.
And not on pace with the really fast guys.
Pete's been just a little too fast lately, period.
Yeah, you're telling me.
I think he's juicing. You need to take away his party mode.
Powered by tacos, y'all.
Sector 1 is 0.36 off the pace.
I got beat last night by a guy powered by ice cream, so that figures it must be a food thing.
I was in that race. Bill Fisher, Billy Flo's ice cream.
And the other thing on the pit road, guys, is once you leave the pit on the right and you get over in the left-hand lane, damage can occur. You can hit each other. So watch that you don't hit any traffic behind you or next to you.
Okay, 16 minutes to go. 60 minutes to quali. I just had the same question myself. Is race tab apps not? Well, I suppose I wouldn't know on the practice session, huh? I also need to make sure the telemetry overlay is loaded up. For some reason, it didn't load telemetry or head-to-head for my last deal with snail racing, which is annoying.
Sector 3 time is fast.
Okay.
You've just done a 153.74.
I think it's just missing a digit, probably. I should talk to him about that.
Sector 1 is 0.27 off the pace.
Fast left, Jack.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, Jeff.
No worries. Yeah, sorry, Sean.
No problem at all, Carter. There's your corner.
Sorry, Wood. I didn't
Yellow
realize you were
flag,
coming out of
watch
the pit
out.
with me. I just saw the relative.
Got a couple of pit stops in here.
Sector 2 is 0.2 off the pace.
Sean's braking point is more advanced than mine.
I'm just happy I didn't tag you. That's excellent.
Reminded me of Invader Zim. It's not stupid, it's advanced.
Okay, Pete. There's a car exiting the pits. Heads up. Watch your speed. Box in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
I should really move that down a little bit so it's a little more in my field of vision.
Exit's clear. Push.
Lost the car there, but I hit the apex.
It's all that counts. At least the apexes don't hit back here.
He's got a point. The last few have definitely hit back. Nope. Not interested.
You missed the pit lane entrance there, Jack.
Yeah, I was testing a new braking point. Turns out it was too late.
I'm just channeling that OG dirt rally experience.
If you're curious, it was that black wall that's after the halfway point, so that is too late.
Apparently.
What's your speed limit in the pits? Box in. 4, 3, 2,
Go ahead, Chris.
1. Box now.
I'm on cold tires.
You're still
All
faster
clear
than
on
me,
pit
even on
exit. You
cold
can
tires.
push now.
Pass left, Jeffrey.
Thank you.
All right, a little more than 5 minutes before we need to start making our way back to the pit.
Oh, jeez. Take it easy.
Also,
Just
a
open
recap
diff things.
of our communication rules. Once qualifying starts, we go into restricted communications, and that carries from qualifying into gridding and then throughout the race. That basically boils down to please don't tie up the voice comms unless you're trying to coordinate a pass with lapping or lapsed traffic.
Look out for the pit speed limit. Box in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
Alright, get some cold tires. I'll put quality fuel in while we're at it. Oh, I wanted to make sure overlays are happy. Yeah, that's good. Is my garage actually working this time? Garage overlay didn't work last time either. Okay. Good to go. Alright, so 3 minutes to driver's meeting, which is usually a 5-minute meeting, and then we'll be in, I think, closed quali. Yeah, that garage overlay is kind of... It's not really overlaying shit. If somebody really wants it, they're going to take it with that kind of delay. Yep, exactly. But I'm not installing a whole other application just for that, honestly. And for Skippy, yeah, it doesn't even really need to be on, if we're honest. It's not like I'm running a paid setup or even a setup that changes very often, or that I wouldn't just share it with anyone who asks. I just like the raised good liquor gif. What can I say? Exactly. I might replace that one with Bubbles working on shopping carts. I don't know. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, definitely need some more cold tires here. Sloppy.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
Fastest exit on T1 of the session. That's not a good sign. On cold tires. And it's the rest of them were ass.
Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace.
Okay, that works pretty well. We have to get on the brakes just a little bit before we get over the crust. For first couple laps, looks like.
All right, we've got about 15 seconds for the drivers' meeting, so please start working your way back to the pits if you can't get back within the next few
Yeah, I'm more
seconds.
concerned about safety. There's the entire top 10 can...
And then James, whenever you're ready.
will walk away if left unchecked at all. These are some of the better Skippy drivers on the service near the front of the field, so I'm more concerned with just making sure I'm not accidentally monster trucking anyone.
That should give you a decent idea of where your pit stall is after qualifying.
We're getting monster trucked.
Thanks.
Don't want to be surprised by that cold tires
Can you
behavior.
guys hear me?
Yep, gotcha.
Watch your speed. Box in.
All right,
4, 3,
last race of the season.
2, 1.
We have some new
Box
new
now.
members. Welcome. Goal is to have fun, competitive race with minimal amount of shenanigans going around. No call-outs. No just mutual respect, understanding. No dive bombs. Just good, hard close racing. It's a 40-minute race with a pit stop, so you have time to lose and make up positions. You don't have to be aggressive as time is on your side. Also, we have racers of all different skill levels, so the racing line and braking points vary throughout the field, so leave room. Bottom line is make sure you're leaving enough room going into, especially like turn 1. It's going to bunch up. Everyone's going to be, jockeying for positions. We're going to go 2, 3, maybe even 4 wide through there. Be careful. Don't crash down on someone on the inside. You're not going to win or lose the race in the first corner. So just be careful on there. Tires are cold, everything's going into that first lap. It's going to take 3 laps to get in there. You're going to have people that are going to lose the rear end.
Ian isn't doing the
if you do lose the rear end, or you're spinning, or you're
track
drifting,
walkthrough
lock up the
tonight.
brakes so that your
Usually Ian will run around and do a track tour for the broadcast on Cavalcade Racing. By the way, it's being broadcast on Cavalcade _ Racing, Twitch and YouTube.
Going back
amateur broadcast
across the track. If you know you're going off, lock up those brakes. Safely rejoin the track. Watch your delta. Make sure there's no one behind you whenever you get back on there. Blue flags are not informational. They're directional. So you get a blue flag, you have fast traffic coming through. You need to have your voice comms working so you can communicate.
Better be closed here.
Car that's approaching you. Let them go by. I know if you're in a race yourself, it might be a little bit hard to. But you know what? They've already caught you. You're going to be able to tuck behind them, get a pull, and you'll be right back where you were most likely. One of the things is very important is don't do anything abnormal when that faster car is coming up. What I mean by that is, don't slow in the corner, don't slow coming out of the corner. Accelerate and get out of the way. Communicate with the other driver, get off the racing line and let them know pass left, pass right, something along those lines. If you do anything, that's unexpected, it's going to, potentially take you out and the car behind you, and you feel horrible if that happens. So please, coordinate. Get around the track as fast as you know how to until you have a space that you can you can, either lift to let them by in a straightaway that makes sense, something along those lines. But don't just come out and brake or anything else. Just communicate with them. Trying to think of little things, other things we need to share. Nose to tail contact is always an issue. Leave room. This is a draft track. You're going to be able to draft back up and stay close.
He's not kidding.
People are going to
Most of the corners
early.
here aren't corners in Skippy. They're full throttle, which basically makes them a straight for draft purposes.
Cause some contact on there. It happens to everyone, so be careful. Leave room. This goes into turn 1 especially. Then you're going to go through 2 and 3 is going to be kind of tight. Once you go into turn 4, the left-hander, everyone's going to accordion up again. So be very, very careful.
T-minus
if you're
1
off
minute.
track, you must return to the surface in a safe manner. Don't just come right back onto the track and hit someone. You don't want to do that. We know you don't want to. So just watch your deltas, see where people are, and see what's going on there. Jason, anything to add, or you want to talk about the qualifying really quick?
Sure. So qualifying is 4 laps. It's closed. This
Caffeine up
qualifying
here.
session is a little bit longer
closed.
than most, just because we've got a longer lap time here. So closed qualifying is 15 minutes. So you got a little bit of breathing room that we don't normally have there. Just to expand on the blue flag stuff. Be sure that if you yield to a car, like you pull out, if you coordinate with faster traffic and you pull off the line. Make sure you give them the position before the next corner. That's when a lot of incidents occur, is when a slower car yields the line to a faster car, but then races them to the next corner, and then that just causes a lot of confusion. So a lot of times facilitating a pass means a light lift on the straight just to make sure that pass is completed. That's all I've got, and I think here we go to qualifying.
All right.
And just in case anyone's heard, so on the pit exit, if you're not racing for the position, the person on the track has the rights for that corner. You need to let them go by. If you got a pack coming up, slow down for. If you're racing for a position, the car on that's out on the track needs to leave room on the inside for that car that's on the inside, and vice versa coming out of the corner. So just be careful with it. And then if you're going into the pit and you're coming down to draft off someone, be very careful if you're in a pit. For strategy-wise, I'm not going to make you call out when you're going to pit, but if you're drafting someone, watch, they could be going into that pit and take you out, so just be very careful there.
All right, good luck, everyone.
Pit lane speed limit is 60 kilometers per hour. All clear on pit exit. Okay, Pete, we've got 4 laps to set a decent time. The track temperature is falling. It's now 64 Fahrenheit.
Okay. I should probably be taking a second warming lap, since this one's kind of for all the marbles, but it's so boring. I'm way off pace. That's not good. Oh, that's Edwin. Who cares? Edwin's gonna do Edwin things. I'm on pace with everyone else.
You've just done a 154.60. Mind these track limits, please, Pete. The leader's just done a 153.75.
Yeah, Edwin again. Doing Edwin things.
P6. The car ahead has just done a 154.50. The leader has just done a 153.55. P2, that's your fastest lap today. That puts you 0.22 off the pace.
That was not the final sector we wanted, but not too bad.
The leader has just done a 153.27.
Okay, let's see what we got.
The guy ahead's lap time is a 153.61.
Okay, we're going to be first couple rows at least, looks like. Again, that doesn't really mean anything. The entire top 10 to top 15 will be undroppable until mistakes and fights break out. You cannot drop any of these people on pace. It is physically impossible. Might as well try to drop someone on an oval. Okay, we'll practice pit entry, and then I'm going to hit the can quick with the remaining 2 minutes in quali. Yep, this league has a lot of some of the fastest drivers in it. At least the fastest guys from regulars. These are definitely the usual suspects that you see in the top 5 any race you turn into.
Look out for the pit
Of course,
speed
on the
limit.
other side of the
Box
spectrum,
in
we have
4,
people, you know, down into triple
3,
digits.
2,
It's
1.
truly
Box now.
whatever skill you got kind of league. Okay, gotta run to the can quick. I guess I can back this up. Just let this run, and we should be back by the time that's done. Okay, be right back.
So with a minute left to go in qualifying, I'm going to make an assumption that everybody's done. Just real quick, we do have 3 drive-through penalties, number 17, number 907, and number 976. You can take that at any point in time. Just do a drive-through. Do not stop in your pit stall so that we can verify that you didn't take fuel or repair any damages. You can also start from the back, or start from the pits if you'd like, whichever one you prefer. So again, that's numbers 17, 907, and 976.
That's weird. Still holding P2, looks like.
That's the end of the session, P2.
Okay, come on. Okay, headset's good. Massive amounts of sweat in there or anything. GRT is good. Mic is now in the right place. Just for giggles. Okay. Make sure I got the right
Good luck, everybody.
scene.
Just a heads up, the track temp has spiked to 79 degrees.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right, we're good to go. Let's do a thing.
Good deal. Is that Fahrenheit or centigrade?
Are your tires melting?
Okay, fuel's on. Tires are off.
Are we going to have any mystery cautions?
Yes, you should all pit on lap 10.
Close enough. Thanks, man. Hopefully I won't need it, but I suspect I will. That's interesting. Little force feedback from the throttle. Okay. Settle in. Hopefully we don't have to yeet.
40 minutes. The track temp is 79 Fahrenheit. Okay, Pete, be ready. Floor it.
Car left. Still there. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear left.
Alright, so far so good. I'm usually dead by now, so that's nice. Oh, you're gonna lose him.
Left side. Hold your line. Clear left. On your left. Clear left. On your left. Clear left.
Go inside, Carrington.
Okay. Well, that's gonna slow him down on exit. Good. Look like shenanigans back there.
You're gaining on this guy. The gap's now 0.8.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. There has been severe issues with team orders. That has caused a lot of drama. Because Darwin is not on Edwin's team, but yes, he is. And they've had someone dismissed for slowing people down on purpose so their teammates can catch up. Kind of like that. But we'll see what happens. It's a new race. It'll be new behavior.
Joe, you're missing the rear wing.
B2, that last lap was a 154.16.
Sorry, Steve, you got no damage, buddy. No problem.
Well, he's not taking his usual lines, that's for sure.
Alright, Pete, keep
There's
piling on the
another
pressure.
mistake.
You'll make a mistake.
And just like that, his teammate caught up.
The leader has just done a 154.64. You've just done a 154.65.
No worries.
You got damage.
And he just goes wide for no reason.
I'll leave that.
Keep in mind, he out-qualified everyone by several months.
We think your pit window for refuel will open after 11 minutes and closes at about 26 minutes. Stay between the lines, please, Pete. We just had a warning for cutting the track.
Let's catch that group, guys.
The leader has just done a
You bet.
154.39. The guy behind has just done a 153.92. We need to be in front of this guy.
Yep. Same shenanigans that got them expelled. Yeah, look at that. His teammate made up a second in a lap. Weird, huh? Who, once again, is
Control
not
the
actually
track,
his
force him to
teammate.
find the gap. He's quicker than you into the
That they were
chicane.
on stream blatantly fixing a race in voice. Like straight up discussing the gaps that they wanted to finish and the speed that they wanted to go across in what order. Amazing how that works, isn't it?
Okay, Pete. Stay close. Wait for him to make a mistake.
Car left. Clear left.
Your lap time was 150.
Right side. Still there. Hold your line. Clear right. On your right. Clear right.
Jeff. You going? Right.
Pass left, Adam. Thanks.
The leader's just done a 153.64.
Left side. Hold your line.
I've
Clear
got to slow
left.
down.
That lap time was 154.13.
Are you going, John?
Edwin Pete, pass left.
Right side. Clear right.
Thank you, Jacob.
I think that was net code.
Well done, Jacob. Thank you.
No worries.
You've used half your fuel.
Where's Herrera, anyway? I didn't track him. Didn't see where he qualied.
Left side. Hold your line. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Clear left.
Alright, Pete. Ignore that fucker in the mirror. Stick to your line. Nail those exits.
P10? What the hell?
That's left.
Is that where he qualied?
Thank you.
On your left. Clear left. On your left. Clear left.
Kyle, I'm
Car
gonna let you
left.
through on the right on
Clear
the next
left.
straight.
We've been warned about track limits.
Sorry, I'm gonna let you through on the left.
I wonder what happened. Not like him to fall back unless there's some kind of issues.
The pit lane speed limit is 60 kilometers per hour. Box in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now. There's traffic behind. Keep your wits about you.
Oh, what the fuck? I should have done one more lap. That's going to be a little too tight. Oh well. Make it work. Not if I keep doing that, though. Jeez.
The gap in front is now 2.6 seconds.
Darwin, your wing is gone, just so you know.
It's in turn 1 if you want to pick it up.
The leader's just done a 153.49 incident in Lion Dyke.
That's right up here, Scott. Thanks.
The gap behind's increased to 3.1 seconds. P22.
Pass left, Scott.
Ciao, Nima.
Thank you.
Car right. Clear right. Left side. Still there. Clear left.
Yeah, definitely needed to go another lap. Shit, just in case.
The leader has just done a 153.30. The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 75 Fahrenheit. P19, your last lap time was at 154.20. Okay, Pete.
On your right. Hold your line. Still there. Still there. Clear right.
That's 20 minutes to go. Fucking awesome move, mate.
Yeah, if you want to go, let me know, man.
If you need me to, I will, but I'm good.
The gap behind is now 0.9.
Nice save, Jason.
Thank you. Thank.
th. Your lap time was at 154.12.
I think strategically this was a bad idea. I'm stuck behind slower traffic and I'm going to be really close on fuel,
I'm
but
bidding this time, Jeff.
with the behavior of that team in the last 4 to 5 races, I just don't want to be near them. Some bullshit's going to go down.
Hey, Mike, if you get here, you can go, but I'm pitting this time.
When are you pitting, Steve?
Pitting in. I'm gonna pit.
The lead car's pitting.
Pitting in.
I'm pitting 2, Scott.
Cool.
I'm going for the pits if I can.
Right, in front is pitting. Okay, Pete, you're reeling. Right, in. The gap is 0.6. We're looking alright here. Keep your concentration nice and smooth. P3. That lap was a 153.65.
Interesting. Yep, we're going to be using this for fuel, because right now we're not going to make it. I heard a follow, but I don't see a follow message. Thanks, whoever that was.
Pitting out, pitting out.
Pitting out.
Passing right.
Pitting.
Give me a heart attack next time.
Heads up here, guys. It's getting a little mess.
Okay, Pete, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes. You're looking really good. Come on, keep your focus.
Fellas, I will
The
be
leader is pitting now.
pit.
Thanks, Jacob.
You okay, Kent?
Yeah, I'm okay.
There's a car rejoining.
Once again, I'm pitting.
I'm pitting Kyle.
That lap was a 153.60.
Jerry, can you let us fly on the left?
You good. You good.
Thank you. Hey Jerry, can you get you on the left here?
Track limits, watch those lines. There's an incident in turn 2. We think it might be Lee.
Car right, clear right.
Okay, Pete, just keep hitting your marks. This is looking good. P2.
You okay,
so far, so
Oliver? That
good.
looked really weird.
Yellow flag.
Still need to say a little
man,
more,
that
but
was really weird.
I think we can do it.
Stick with him. Keep him under pressure.
That dude. It whipped my hand very hard, man.
Thanks, man.
Fuck was that?
Thank you, Jerry. Thank you.
No problem.
Oh, this sucks. I really needed a pit lap later. I could actually drive here.
Sectors 1 and 3 are fast. Sector 2 is 0.15 off the pace. Your lap times are improving. This is exactly what we need.
Pitting in.
Alright, Pete, you need to pass this twat. You're losing too much time.
Pitting.
Yeah, I don't have enough to make it around the track for the final lap is the immediate issue.
Go ahead and pass left there, John.
Cheers.
Yeah. It looks like everyone got their pits though. And I assume there's an issue with that 4-second gap.
You're correct.
If it comes down to it, last lap, yeah. I just need to finish ahead of Chris, or at least not too far behind him, ultimately. Right now, it's got me sputtering around that final corner, basically.
That lap was a 153.48.
Alright, saved a little bit more. Chris is P7? Okay. So honestly, at this point, probably top 10 would be okay. I don't remember the scores for the other people beyond Chris. But I think I got about a 20-point margin after him.
10 minutes of fuel remaining. Come on,
Looks
man,
like Darwin
send it
got
already.
eaten up there. They're having a battle. So I think it's just fuel game for me up here then. Okay, good. So really pretty much just P10 should be fine then. So I mean,
Okay, Pete, there's a
with
car
where
exiting the
Herrera is
pits,
right now,
heads
if
up.
he's P5, I think anything within 5 positions is alright.
P2, all through sectors are pretty quick.
Let's have Herrera like 22 points or something.
Oh,
I think it's 2 points of position for the top 10. Aside from leader, anyway. Yeah, I think I can. I just... If I can't, I need to know what my backup plan is. I don't like hanging Edwin out like this, but I really don't have a choice. That wasn't the strategy, I just couldn't fit enough fuel in. It said pit window was open. I should have thought about that a little bit more.
Call those next time, okay, Jerry? Thanks.
I was gonna say, where the hell did he get 2/10 from in that corner? It's just relatives being goofy.
Okay, Pete, this bastard's holding you up. You've got to find a way past. That's 5 minutes to go. Come on, keep it together. We'll be on the podium here.
Something happened with fuel there. I went from being safe by a 10th to needing half a lap. The lap count just went up. That's not good. We're gonna have to do something about that.
Two litres remaining.
I don't see it. I don't see how that's gonna go another lap beyond that.
That lap time was 1:53.16. Come on, we need to be in front of this guy.
Can't wait, Todd Andrews.
Thank you, sir.
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
You pass me, Wendell.
I have no straight line speed.
Yes.
On your right. Hold your line. Clear right. Right side. Clear right.
Okay, Pete. One more to go. Keep it together. We'll be on the podium. You've just done a 153.29. One litre remaining.
Sorry about that.
I don't know if I've got enough fuel to challenge. I'm probably going to be sputtering here. Didn't get enough run out of that either. No, I'm not going to get him. Should make it across the line, no. Alright.
We're on the podium. Good drive.
Whew. Alright, we'll have it.
Nice racing, guys.
Oh, I did not think I was going to make that. If I wouldn't have gotten a little aggressive, we were within 5-10 seconds of having another lap, and then I would have lost the whole championship on fuel. I got lucky. I'll take it.
Yeah, I'm after what?
I think I have 3 points on you.
Holy fuck, dude.
I paid no attention.
I am pleased.
Funny.
I'll take it. It's not the way I wanted to take it. I wanted to have a good battle, but
Nice racing, Jeff.
we'll have it.
Grants to the winner, grants to the points champ.
Yeah, Scott, thanks for the clean battle. That was a lot of fun, man.
Okay, I suppose we'll jump into...
You who I tangled with out of turn 1 on lap 1. I'm sorry, man. I thought I was clear. I think the spotter told me clear, but it was on a different side or something.
Yeah, it was me. That's all right.
Let's make sure I've got push to talk on. Yep, okay.
How bad, Sean?
Oh my god. That was crazy. Alright, thanks Matt. Appreciate it, man. That was that's a lot more strategy than I wanted to have to employ, but we will take it.
That was on me. Terribly so. Great race, Mike. Great race, Jack. That was a blast.
When the fucking laps clicked over, I'm like, really?
That was
okay,
awesome.
so you have to understand.
End of race wreck.
Excuse me.
Great racing.
You have to understand that Chris Herrera's team, who was in P2. Actually, let me go ahead and pop this open. 1 second.
By far my fastest, and I started sputtering on the start-finish straight.
Just grab the results here for Dan and Lisa. Is that the right one?
Thank you so much, Night Skippy. This was awesome. My first season.
So.
Yeah, mine here was fun, guys. Thanks a lot.
Oh, that was, hold on. I'm just trying to navigate my way through here. Let me see. Go to. Okay, so, oh yeah, so this one hasn't been, this last one hasn't been calculated yet. Okay, so Chris Herrera is oh, they changed it. Chris Herrera was running on empty because he keeps running out of gas. Like all last season, half of his races that he was in position to podium, he would run out of gas. So if I lost the championship to him because I ran out of gas, that'd be it. I'd have to quit the fucking league and, I don't know, take up SRF or something. It would be horrible. Unacceptable. Okay, let's see. Do the recap here. Yep, Boomer Open Wheel Invitational, except it wasn't really by invite. It's just a bunch of boomers with nowhere else to go. But you know, what else is new? It sounded like it was a little interesting, so let's see what there is to be seen while we're waiting. Pretty clean through that section. Alright, let's see. Yeah, right, Onyx? I'm saying. Looks like everyone made it through this first section. Nope, no they did not. Nearly everybody made it through that section with most of their car intact. How's that? There's a big old train of Skippies right there. Oof, big send. Yeah, let's see what we got here. Go to the hot sheets. Well, this is the Herrera thing. No, he was fine here. He started in 5. Got a little nose to tail contact. Did he lose a nose cone? Not that that should matter that much. The nose cone used to basically mean your race was done. Nope, he's pretty much fine. Anyway, they nerfed how bad nose cone damage is. It's really not so bad anymore. Okay. This is just a Spinala here. Let me pull this back up so I know who I'm looking at. It's Mr. Butler. Lost my mouse, hold on. A moment, please. Why can I not see? Oh, the fucking calendar opened. So it wouldn't let me click on the thing. Howdy.
Oh, can you hear? I thought it said we were muted here.
You were, but I was able to undo that. You guys have a good
What
race?
a guy. I had a very nail-biting race for reasons I really didn't want it to be nail-biting, but yeah, it was good.
Yeah, Pete, well, I think everyone was wondering how you were able to finish while pitting, I think, 15 minutes into the race. That was impressive.
Yeah, it told me yeah, we'll talk about that in the interview, but suffice to say, JRT told me the pit window was open, and it was quote-unquote technically open, is how I should have read that. So yeah, I had to adjust priorities for the rest of the race.
Well, you got fastest lap before that, looks like.
Did you guys see that shit? With like 4 to go, it ticked over. It's like, we're doing another lap. I'm like, the fuck we are.
There's a big mess
Pete,
in
I
turn 8.
be
Looks
the
like the leader
first
has
maybe
gone off
to
in
officially
turn 9.
congratulate you on the first
Gruber is
overall.
now
I think
retired.
it was a foregone conclusion before this race even started. I was doing some math, and I think there was no way I could have caught you.
I was just expecting. I've had such
pocket.
but I've had such a bad time here with this race that I only did 2 this week, and it was so horrible that I was like, I'm never doing another one. Like, this goes in the bucket list with Spa. I'm just not going to do it. I'll find something else to do that week. So I was like 80% sure that. Yeah, I was just 100% like, just don't wreck. I think I'm fine if I don't wreck, but there's like a 50-50 shot I wreck.
Well, according to my math, even if you like DNF'd, you would have gotten 40.
Oh, because of the drop. Yeah, that's right. And you only lose more than the previous drop week. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So I think even if I had a first place plus all the bonuses, I still would have been like 10 behind you.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Shit, I would have chilled out then. Then I could have stayed out another couple laps. Yeah, as soon as I saw my fuel to end drop down to 0.0, I'm like, I should have gone another fucking lap.
Awesome.
I was getting really uncomfortable. I don't know. I just, my spidey sense was tingling. Like, you got to get out of this pack. So I haven't gone through the whole review yet, but when I came back out, I was 5 seconds ahead with me and Edwin, so something happened.
Oh, somebody just got body snatched. Who'd we lose? Oh, Chris.
Ah. Yeah, I don't know what happened with I think it was top 5 was all together when I ducked into pit, so when it came out, it was just me and Edwin. So I think something happened in those 2 laps, or 3 laps, whatever it was.
There was a big pileup with at least James and Lindell. I don't know if anybody else was caught up in it, but at least shortly after I pitted at turn 1. So.
Yeah, that was 2 and 3, so...
Yeah.
No, 3 and 4 by the time I left. I don't know. Darwin was P2, I think, but they were getting scrappy.
Yeah. Yeah, he was without a wing a good chunk of that.
Oh, really? Okay, then yeah, probably my spidey sense is correct. Like, shit's going down. Get out of here.
Yeah, I tell you, I was telling Steve, I borrowed a term of yours. I mean, it was a real knife fight, at least from probably P3 or P4 down to, gosh, about 10.
Yeah, I'll bet. Oof,
it was intense. That is the closest, most intense race I've had all season.
Yeah, it was definitely close racing in the officials I did too. It's just kind of, I don't know. Well, the last one I just made a horrible mistake my own, but the one before that was just, I got, I call it the Russian insurance scam. I got punted from behind while I got blocked and brake checked. And I'm like, okay, I'm fucking done. I'm done. I'm going to go do something else.
Russian insurance scam.
On the last lap, of course. In P2 by P1 and P3, who were in the same livery, which may be familiar to you.
Yep. I'm curious, where did Darwin finish? Because he had a drive-through. I was really curious if he was going to do it.
Oh, he did? Interesting. Yeah. I should have checked that. Then I would have been more comfortable. Because I was sandwiched between Darwin and Edwin, and I'm like, I don't want to be here.
Yep, that's not a fun place to be. Those are the standings for the results. Yeah, he might have taken it. Yeah, he finished P20.
Then either something really happened, or he took it, because he was up P3 when I pitted.
Yeah.
Hey, Sammy. Yeah, this will do. How'd you make out?
Okay.
Jim, I really appreciate that.
Man. That was a trip.
You crotchety bastard. Jim sitting over there like, great job winning the championship, but why not P1 this race?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, guys.
Howdy. All right, who's that now?
Stiff drink?
Yeah, I cracked a beer open.
I'm telling you,
it's going to be a lot of interviews.
In this wreck.
Oh, I didn't go watch that shit.
I'm publishing it on Twitch.
God damn it.
I'm going to switch headsets. I got to have a cigarette.
I have to see if there's a way to turn off the calendar on one of my screens. So I keep, like, when I lose the mouse, I try to mouse over to, it's on triples right on my desk. And my game screen is on my far right monitor, so I try to scroll all the way to the right and then down.
Yeah, that was just so
intense. Close the game,
like,
but then I keep popping open the fucking
right behind Mike,
whatever calendar, and then I can't click into the game anymore.
And then we
were
did a
pulling
Moffat around with us. And it's like, oh shit.
Did you make it through clean?
So.
Oh shit! I'm totally missing slacking on the replay here. Like, dude, there's some good pack racing up here. Look at this shit. A lot of fights. Couple big groups.
Yeah.
So you got it done. Whoa, that's not code.
And the conditions are right. I could go quick. And
look at that.
So I guess Gratz Pete championship.
You guess? Yeah. Well, I guess. Thank you.
Yeah, I think they're definitely planning on bringing you in at some point, Pete. But I think they're saving the best for last. Looks like.
I'm in no hurry. We're doing the review here. There's a nasty netcode for Dockery. Jesus.
I got ahead of hey, Pete, congrats again on the official overall championship and a good season. I'll see you guys.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Take it easy, Chris. Congrats on P2.
Bye, guys.
Yeah, solid, not P1. Well done.
Fuck you.
Yeah, like me, Steve, and JR practice a lot for the week.
Dude. Oh, he's really quiet, whoever that is. Yeah, dude, I cinched it up. Okay, I want to be able to hear him.
It's tight, but
I should just turn this volume up a little.
And next thing I know, I'm going off the track, and it's like, thanks, and he's like, oh, netcode. But that's not the first time this season that I've seen the guy race with somebody and them get netcoded, so it is what it is.
John, it's a thing.
I still can't believe I almost fucking ran out of fuel trying to beat out Herrera from running on empty.
I've
It's
never
just
really
fucking
understood
ridiculous.
what all those clubs mean.
It just means where your
There was a Jake
internet
incident?
connection is sourced.
Oh, gotcha.
Are we looking at a Jake incident? What's going on?
So, I mean,
Did I just miss it?
you know, Steve and I can pretty much nose to tail because we're Jersey, Virginia, whatever. Same with you. You're probably in Ohio area somewhere. So,
Okay, that's a little too
but
loud.
you start racing with people from California, and you'll notice that you can't necessarily
69 is a good number.
reach
We can
over
go
and
69.
tickle their butthole.
Which is that's what we want.
Yes.
Oh, is this what happened with... Oh, there it is. So Darwin loses his tail. That's Lindell. So that's 2 through 4.
Nothing like having.
This is what happened with their... that's how they got gapped. Oh, it was Jake and you. Okay. Do you
She
know what
makes
lap
these
that
peach
was?
bitters, or not peach bitters, peach simple syrup.
You're gonna make me get up and go make a drink, aren't you?
It's pretty tasty stuff, I gotta tell you.
Oh man, we got like 20 jars of fresh canned peaches sitting around too, and the heavy syrup. I'm telling you, I just want to rub that all in and around my mouth hole. It's a little later on.
Appreciate it.
But yeah, like 6 to 8.
Yeah, I will say Jake usually is very, very intent on racing clean, but he...
I gotta tell you, I was really
can have
impressed
issues with situational awareness,
I think it was
or rather
Jacob
spatial awareness,
Suarez, I think that's how you say
knowing
his
where the
last
car
name.
is.
But man, he had the whole lead
He
pack
tries very
creep up
hard,
on
though.
him at a pretty inopportune
Whoa.
time, and he handled that like a pro.
But we'll see. You should be getting there, I think.
Right? I was like,
Is this just break it? Is this bend in wings? Is that what's going
I
on?
saw Pete come out of the pit,
Yep.
and I'm like, Pete, right? And then
Yep.
the next lap I saw Carl come out of the pit, and I was like, holy crap, that pit's kind of early. I never saw
interviewed
Edwin,
one.
but
What was this? Why was this? Is this another wing?
With you in the ship, right?
Hey Jeff.
Yep, bent the
Hey
wing.
Sammy.
What's good?
That's why I run 4. 5 is
Just
faster
catching my
on
breath
most
after
of the
that.
track, but catching the
Yeah, no
getting
kidding.
that wing is a problem.
The
This is-
season wrapped up just in
that's
time
it?
for me to finish my last penalty.
Okay. So,
We're trying to find a way to get out of the hole quicker because like we see guys that
Yeah, I mean, he's got his
once you
left
get
wheels-
buried there, it can be pretty difficult to get out.
He didn't leave enough
well,
room.
my problem was that I was like, oh cool, I'm clear, and then I
It
would
is
have like some
netcode.
touch that I got 5 points
The
for.
contact is netcode, but he left.
So I
no
was
room.
like, okay, so not only did that not count,
I mean,
but
you
just
can make
lost
it because
more.
you can drive on
that was me last season. Last season, I think I started from the pits 3 times.
you can drive on this whole part, but he needs to he needs to like have
it's-
it.
so
needs
yeah,
to be
I
outside of this
really
white
like that
line.
we've gotten away from the
And
pit
really a
lane
little more
start
than
because
that.
that's just brutal. And sorry to
wait.
John.
That's
John
not
was the
enough.
guinea pig for that.
I tried telling you all last season, and y'all were
And
like,
he
it's
paid
not
for it.
that bad, just do
So-
It's like, I'm 35 to
Yeah, no, you were fine there.
from the tail until depending on the track.
You shouldn't
No,
be
it's not that
asked
bad. And
or
then this
forced
season,
Yeah,
it's
to
like-
continue running
Can
this
you
far
go
around.
back a second? Because I just hang on a second.
Yeah, it's fixed now though. So
Yeah, but like this season, it was like at first, second week, it's like, oh, we forgot that last season you had to start from the pit again. It's like, okay, it's gonna go. And I even told James, is like, look, You talked to Jason. You talked to me. You talked to everybody.
Yeah,
You
his
start
line
from
is
the
just
pit,
too
you're running
aggressive
fence
here.
tail of the field. After the race, James is like, how did it
At
go?
this
And I'm
point,
like, I
it's
came out
okay,
42
right? Because
seconds from the tail of the
you
field.
took the
I
deep cut,
finished
so
32
that's
seconds
okay.
from the tail of the field.
But he
Oh,
has
we're
to leave
doing
room
that.
for you to come
The
back
short
on
of that
Finally.
is,
because this is like
yeah,
a normal
the
racing
short
guy,
of
right?
that
This
was
isn't
that
like a Blanchimont going
we had
wide
an
or something.
admin
Like this is
holdout
valid.
on getting away
But
from
he
the pit
can't
lane
force
start,
you
so
to.
that was the delay.
He can't
but
force
I'm
this.
really glad that we did it, and
That's too much.
We're also reducing the points.
Yeah.
So like a Cat 1 is only going to be 2 points.
Yeah, you were
actually
fine.
that was JR's feedback in the survey that
Jake squeezed you for sure.
led to that.
I'm 30 points to the
Like
good
again,
now.
like here is fine.
Yeah,
but he needs to straighten out and basically, at least get on the other side of that white line.
It's
at a
tough
minimum. Probably
with
leave it a half
tightening it
car.
up because one of the things that
And
we've
even that would
noticed,
be
and I was
tight.
actually just talking to my wife about it today, like we've got a lot of guys in the league now that have grown a ton, but if we had the EQT today, or if we had the EQT in January that we have today, a lot of the guys that are now thriving probably would have been cut from the league. So we got to kind of keep our eye on that because we want to make sure that we're giving people an opportunity to kind of grow into it.
Right.
Okay, but here's the thing. You got a chicken and egg there. I would contend that because EQT came from, hey guys, we just treat it with a little bit more care, please, and that's all we ask, right? And as soon as that happened, that's when we started seeing the huge improvement.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think it's that they wouldn't have made it, but they wouldn't have made it when it was introduced. That's why it was introduced, and
That's
then
fair.
they shaped up.
But
Yeah.
here's kind of a good example. And he wouldn't mind me using him as an example because he's actually over in my Discord channel right now. Barry Stockdale.
Oh, Jake posted.
He's
Jake
toward
posted
the
a
back.
clip of the incident.
He's toward the back a lot. Not an overly fast guy last season, but he's getting better. And like the EQT today, he's 2.5 seconds better on his outlap than what the EQT for the race is.
Oops.
So like, I'm not saying make
Oh,
it
what's this?
3 or 4 seconds more. but,
More? Oh, goddamn, dude.
2.5 seconds.
Oh,
So the way we
guys
normally,
can mount that.
we normally calculate it
And how
somewhere
stuck
between 4
behind
and
this?
6% off the VRS time, and sometimes that can be tricky because Gindy likes to reuse videos after the car has changed and on, different weather, so that's kind of tricky. But yeah, the original intent was like don't come into the league race cold, not knowing the track. We had guys coming in cold on the car, like they were racing NASCAR all fucking week.
Okay, my favorite was the was like, this is my first time griding up on the track in 6 years. Thanks, guys. And we're like, Jesus, come on.
You guys know how to map a clutch to the keyboard?
Yeah.
I shit you not. This dude was like, I'm not making that up. This dude got on the mic. He's like, hey, first time on track in 6 years, no practice. This is great.
I remember that.
I'm like, and that's how EQT was born.
Yep. Yeah, we checked this one guy's history. It was, I don't know if it was the guy that said that or if it was somebody else, but we went and looked at all of his races. Like, this guy is racing NASCAR all damn week and then getting in the Skippy Sunday night at 8 o'clock. That sucks.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Well, and there's really nothing wrong with that if you want to dabble in Skippy as a second car, but you need to, you can't be like, and he was so proud. This is great.
It's like running a Red race and livery on a Skippy.
I think,
like my guy, I am all about that enthusiasm, but we have to work on the prep.
Another thing you might want to look at, and it's not just for the night, and it's not just me.
Why does he have an incident for that one? Did he bend his wing? Everyone bend his wings? Yeah, bent his wing. I'm telling you, man, that's it gets you.
Oh, body snatched. Jeff is back. There we go.
Like Steve and them were like, we don't really interview, and I was like, it's the end of the season, and that's something that they really enjoy doing. And we'll hop over and let them have their fun.
For sure, it's fun to do.
No, it is. I just interviewed crappy.
I still think Ian's missed his calling. I told him he could give Crofty a run for his money.
Dude, he is a great announcer.
He really should be a color commentator, man. He could make a few bucks.
Yeah.
Like no meme, he could make a little side cash jumping into something like a race spot or GSRC as color commentary. He could do it.
Oh yeah, because a lot of those groups, they're really lacking in good color commentary. It's just so sterile, and he would fix that in a heartbeat.
We've been talking. We need to.
All right, the end of race celebrations here.
they stream
in
and you
customary
listen to it
SNS style.
language. You need Ian and JR Hoops there, and it would be great. Like JR comments, like when we're in Discord, he'll like if we rewatch the race or whatever.
Oh,
he'll
he was
tell us
on
we're-
track.
He'll do this thing and we're all rolling. But he don't hold nothing back.
was laughing so hard.
I'm back. What are you trying to volunteer me for?
You and Ian to do a race
Okay.
one night.
Yeah, no.
Commentary.
I don't know if there's really
I don't know,
much
man.
else to look at. They were just kind of hanging out, waiting for
It's only
interview
funny
now.
because I'm hateful.
Oh, that's. I said it needs to be like adult rated.
Oh, yeah. Be like,
To watch some of these battles, I guess. They had some good scrapping going on back here.
Get my direct drive wheel in about a month and a half.
Pete, you won the championship, right?
Yeah.
That's what they tell me. Yep.
Yep.
Congrats, man.
Take it.
do you get a trophy for that?
I'm gonna push hard for a coffee mug. I've got a thing for coffee mugs.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, Dancy was saying we need a trophy for next season. My thing that I told Jason the other day is whoever wants to needs to throw like $5-10 in a
I'll even buy Herrera's coffee mug for not first.
It was coming to shirts and stuff.
Yeah, but we can even make it an extra large coffee mug so he's got more fuel.
There you go.
I'd pitch in.
That's a nice paint right there.
You deserve something, man.
It would be cool to do something for the finishers. We've talked about it, but I mean, for a while there, it's like this is going to be it's the Christian, Edwin, and Pete show. So we kind of have like a Lewis Hamilton problem in the league.
Yeah, not anymore. Man, it is
Yeah.
anyone's top 10, even getting down top 15 these days. I don't count out anyone.
Yeah, things have bunched
kind of
up.
you and the Edwin show.
It depends on the week, man. It really does.
Maybe Herrera and Dronky.
Herrera and Jonky are bang on with me. It's just a matter of it's how the cards fall. They're often faster than me for the week on pace. It's just what happens during the race.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it too is strategy and fuel strategy and all those little things. that,
Yep.
You know.
Yeah,
it's
I do
all
think coming out of
strategy.
it, because I ran a couple endurance teams. I did nothing but endurance special events and leagues for a while. So all that stuff was second nature to me the second we started going into, team strategy with fuel saving and pit stops and all that. Like, I mean, you guys have seen how much I nerd out on that with that utility and everything. Like, I put more thought than any sane, rational person should be putting into that shit. So it just kind of works for me.
No, and it shows, man. It really does. Every little tenth, every second helps.
Yeah,
you gotta have that kind of consistency before you can really even tweak that out.
You'd be surprised when it comes down to the strategy. Like the second team that I was basically the operations manager for, which is where I developed most of that utility as well as working for them. That we very much catered to newer drivers, similar to this league. Like find people that were heads down and really wanted to take a more formal approach, but they were newer. Like in the 1K 1500 range, they weren't necessarily bang on all the time, but they had they got their head in the game when it came to strategy. You don't have to be that consistent. You can account for I'm not that consistent, therefore I need to have this kind of contingency in place, right?
Yeah.
So, I got a question that I've been wondering. So, does Christian get to reapply to the league and come back next season, or is he done?
Not next season, but I think the season after is what we landed on. Yeah.
Hey, congrats,
That's cool.
Pete. No win.
Thank you.
Now slow down.
I did after the finish line. You also, Kyle's livery is fire, man. Holy shit. This is great. I want to hire the dude who did that.
Yeah, I'm looking at your stream right now, so you're checking it out. It is really nice.
Yeah, that is sharp.
So, did you win the race, or did Edwin?
Edwin got it for yes, Edwin got it. We'll just put it that way.
We lose Pete?
Nope, he's there.
Sammy, what do you mean?
Okay.
I thought.
Hey Pete, if you're there, your sound cut out.
Oh, sorry guys, I didn't realize you had pulled me in. Yep, I'm here, loud and clear.
Oh, you were still in the room in the standby room.
Well, god damn it. Y'all playing with my emotions. Yeah, I'm still on push to talk, 'cause I'm still on the stream and I don't want to bother everyone with my... Yeah, there's even more incessant babble going on than what you hear when I push the button. It's ridiculous. Sammy, what's the problem?
Just don't say the wrong thing to the wrong people.
I think Sammy's trying to say he's muted in the channel still?
Oh yeah, that is what he's saying.
See if we can find some good battles to watch while we're hanging out. There is a lot of big 4 or 5 car groups here to try and keep track of.
Oh,
it was pretty good.
Somebody got sucked in.
Yeah, looks like John. I think they already talked to John.
Yeah, I think it's Jason who has the permissions. I'm not an admin or anything, man. I'm just a driver.
I wonder what Ian's got planned for week 13, parentheses 14.
Yeah. Yep.
They told me that they were going to announce it at the end of the broadcast, so...
Oh, cool.
Find out soon.
Excellent.
Very cool.
Oh, you interviewed. Okay. Yeah. Okay, Sammy says he was an interview and he came back and now he can't talk anymore. You can't hear the lovely, sultry lilt of his voice.
There we go.
Yeah, there we
But
go.
they're not telling you, Sam.
That's my guy.
Oh, no, I wasn't crying. You were crying.
Usually you have to pay extra for that. They had a good little battle here.
So oh, John's gone. But he was asking about Christian. So what's tricky with Christian is there's an issue with what happened, obviously, which there is universal agreement among stewards, admins, that is just the stuff that happened in Montreal was not okay. And in a lot of leagues, what happened there alone would have been grounds for dismissal.
Right.
But there's an added component. What's that?
I didn't realize there was anything going on there. I didn't know about this.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that whole race was a shit show.
Yeah. The big fear was that we would lose Edwin, but he's, he seems intent on staying. He's talked to at least James and Don that I know of, and said he intends to keep going. I hope Christian comes back, but as of right now, he's kind of pissed off. So just give him some time and see what happens.
Right.
They had a good battle going on here.
Good time to cool off if you know.
Yeah.
Oh, this is Joe. Let's see what happens.
I watch his stream sometimes. He started doing they made up their own Joker lap at Detroit, and would get enough of a gap out front to run off the track and do a donut and shoot back on, and still win the race.
God,
Jesus Christ!
That's
Have
amazing.
you guys not seen this?
No.
Oh my God! So out of I guess it's the fountain section.
Yeah, fountain section. You bust a left at the hairpin.
Yeah, at the hairpin. Instead of going right, you go left, and there's a gap there, and you just wind up in a parking lot. And he was just sliding through that, doing a smooth donut and shooting straight back out, flat out back onto the straight, and was still winning races.
Yeah, he convinced Dennis to do it on the last lap, I think, or something like that. And Dennis was like, I don't even know where this thing is. And then he's like, all right, fine, we'll do it. And he was like, I don't, he ended up pulling it out. But
turn it.
Yeah, but there was a lapped car that Dennis didn't know about, and so when he came out, he thought that was P2 for a second, and it was a pretty funny moment.
What else we got going on? I just put it on. Let's just do this.
Yeah.
I still have a most interesting, right?
Do you guys do anything with the league
Here we go.
during week 13? Well, it's week 14 technically, but week 13.
Yeah, so what we do there is we turn the whole thing over to Ian and say do something silly. What we did last time, we had a couple new cars come out, so that's when the USF 2000 was released. So we we previewed Donington since that was a new track this season. So we previewed Donington with a multi-class race with the Skippy and the USF, and we did it team style. So it was you had to do
I
two
guess we can
stints.
put it on TV while we're just chilling.
One with each member, and we based it on the finishing order of the season. So we started basically like a March Madness style. Yeah.
So I
it
don't
was.
know anything about March Madness, so that means nothing to me.
So basically, we took we started off with whoever
the basketball, right?
we started off with whoever finished first, and then paired them with who finished last.
Okay,
and then
that's what I was guessing.
Yeah, then you work your way inward. So it was a lot of fun. It was a good time.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
It took me like 3 days to get the 2000 out of my system, though, and get back to driving the Skippy right. That was weird.
Yeah, I never did drive that. I heard a lot of people say they liked it, though.
It's fun. The only thing that stinks is the series that it's in has a fixed setup, and the setup
handsome
sucks.
snail racing livery.
Yeah, you can dial some crap out of that car right off the top without knowing anything about it. And it's a sprint series, which is always just a complete cluster to begin with. So, yeah, I wish it was in a different series because it's a really fun car. But if you want to get your fix for that, the PM18, which is the Pro Mazda replacement, same exact car, just a more powerful engine. It's got a really good series. It's a lot of fun to run.
Okay.
Not close to me.
I heard that the Formula One cars are getting multiple tire compounds.
Yeah.
Right? That kind of makes me want to drive them. I drove
It does.
Week 13 last season. Like, I never really entertained the thought of trying to drive them seriously, but I did some Week 13 shenanigans, and it was actually really fun.
Yeah, and I guess they're fixing the McLaren. They've made some changes to it, from what I understand, that should make it a little more approachable. So, yeah.
Narrowed it down to 1,000 adjustments instead of 2,000.
Yeah.
I've got a buddy that runs Formula One cars in some broadcast league, and they've got 4 different strategies and they change, like, they've got all the engine maps set up the way they need it to, so they can run these strategies depending on what happens in the race. And it's like they only do a race every 2 weeks, and that's all they do. They just practice for that one race for 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to trying it. I'm kind of bummed. I think they moved the release of the patch back a day, which sucks because I took Tuesday off. So.
Oh man.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was gonna play with some stuff while the test server was up, but oh well.
Yeah, I wonder how much things are gonna because like I never know.
I suppose we can wrap up the stream here. There's really nothing left.
I guess the
So
match notes somewhere, but
just waiting on interview and just chewing the fat here. So
usually
nothing too exciting going on.
Yeah, usually for the end of the season, that's the big one, and they'll talk ahead of time
maybe we'll catch
about
you
some
later.
of the feature updates.
Thanks for
like new
hanging with us.
content, things
Appreciate
like
it.
that.